Hello mga ka-redeemers, part 2, totoo bang may Diyos? Hope you're doing good and at the same time healthy pa din. So for today's video, continuation lang siya nung part 1 natin na totoo bang may Diyos. Pero bago natin sagutin yan, I hope na napanood nyo na yung part 1 with the same title. At syempre, please do subscribe, like, and share our videos. So we will be talking how life started. Sad to say, evolution theory do not answer the question how life began. Evolution is just a theory way back pa in 1859 noong sinulat ni Charles Darwin ang story of origin. It only assumed how life evolved but never how it started. And hanggang ngayon, walang evidence that one species evolved into a different species. For example, isang reptile, nag-evolve siya into a bird. An evolution na tinawid ang isang phylum in taxonomy. Scientists are still looking for this fossil proving this macroevolution that they called missing link. Coming from its word, missing link, ibig sabihin, hanggang ngayon, hinahanap-hanap pa din. They use evolution argument to disprove God, but in reality, kahit totoo, ang evolution of life, it will never disprove that there is a creator and life designer. By the way, evolutionist formula of life is simply time plus matter plus chance. Ibig sabihin, we are all matter. We are a known product of either solid, liquid, and gas, or combination of this state of matter. If we are all just matter, bakit tayo naiiyak pag nasasaktan o pag may namamatay tayong mahal sa buhay? Bakit gusto nating maging masaya? Bakit naiinis tayo or nagagalit tayo? If we are just matter, why do we have emotions? It is because we are not just matter. We are living being. We are not made of molecules na residue daw ng tinatawag nilang Big Bang. We are made of living cells. And sino bang may kakayahan na gumawa nito? Kundi si Lord lang. Unlike matter, we have the ability to decide. Meron tayong tinatawag na free will. Wala akong nakitang bato na merong mood swing or namimili ng kursong kukulin niya. Our organs, may iba't ibang function. And every organ, may intelligent design. At kahit iba-iba man sila ng role from one another, makikita natin that every organ are connected, helping one another like a mechanism that makes life possible. Bakit ang butas ng ilong pababa, hindi pataas? Imagine yun, kung baliktad yung ilong natin tapos umulan, edi, lulod na tayo. Mga ka-redeemers, we are more than time plus matter plus chance. Tayo ay pinag-isipan maigi ng ating lumikha. The best word that can describe us is in Psalm 139 verse 14. I'll be reading in NIV version. I praise you, referring to a creator, because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Atheist, from Greek word atheos, yung A means no or without, theos meaning God, in short, no God or without God. God here can be monotheistic or polytheistic. As promised, let's prove that atheists do not exist. Science, by definition, according to Merriam-Webster, is knowledge about or study of the natural world based on facts learned through experiments and observation. Science, in short, means knowledge. Pag may sinabi akong bagay na never existed, I need to support it with studies, facts, experiments, and observation. Without these factors, it is just either imagination or delusion. The smartest person in the world is si Christopher Langan. Search nyo sa Google yung highest IQ person in the world. Name niya ang lalabas. In 1999, journalists claimed that he is the smartest person in the world with an IQ between 195 to 210. Imagine nyo yun? Sobra-sobra pa siya sa IQ ng isang average person na may 85 to 115 IQ. And yung may mga ganitong IQ is actually 68% of our population. Sana pasok pa rin ako dun sa kahit may average na IQ. Nagkaroon actually siya ng interview wherein tinanong siya how much knowledge in the world ang meron siya. And his answer is actually just less than 1%. Now, if we agree to him na yung knowledge natin about everything can be summed up in 1%, there is a high possibility that the rest of the 90% of all knowledge, something exists that we do not know. Diba? Pwede mangyari yun. Actually, there are 7,000 languages today. Sa Pilipinas nga, 8 ata, 8 to 10 yung dialects na ginagamit. And more than 30,000 languages used before na hindi na nag-exist today. Ikaw, how many languages ang alam mo? Masasabi mo bang alam mo lahat yun? Di ba hindi din? Now, if science by definition is knowledge or study, claiming that there is no God is actually claiming that we have acquired all knowledge in everything and also studied everything. Observe even the first day of creation. Science will demand for facts. Anong ginamit mong experimentation to come up with that conclusion? See, atheists do not exist. We can never say there is no God. What we can say is, I don't know kung merong Diyos. Which we categorize as agnostic. A means no, nos means knowledge, and theistic means God. In short, no knowledge in God. We can never be atheist scientifically because no God idea does not have scientific basis. Psalm 14 verse 1, the foolish has said in his heart, there is no God. Wala pa si Jesus, eto na ang dilemma. Now, we will be using I know someone as an illustration. Now, if you say there is no person in the name of Roxanne Grace Maliksi existed, kailangan mong i-ask all person in the world, as in all, lahat ng tao, to prove your claim na yung sinasabi mo is walang Roxanne. And I'm talking about more than trillions of people from that study alone. Now, if I only have 1% knowledge of everything, so we are all in the same boat. How can I claim na merong Diyos assuming I only have less than 1% of knowledge in everything? Actually, hindi ko na kailangan ang 99% of all knowledge to prove God existed. Yung 1% na yon ay sapat na. Going back to the I know someone, hindi ko kailangan interviewin lahat ng tao to prove Roxanne Grace Maliksi existed. Dahil asawa ko siya. I know her. Nararamdaman ko siya. Nakakausap ko siya. Nahahawakan ko siya. Kaibigan ko siya. Hindi ko kailangan magpa-survey sa lahat ng tao. Ang kailangan ko lang is ma-encounter tong si Roxanne Maliksi na yan. It will be foolish to someone to say na Roxanne Maliksi do not exist. But it will never be foolish on my end to claim na Roxanne Maliksi does exist. I know God existed because I know Him. Just a glimpse, not everything. I felt His love. He talked to me when I read my Bible. Even through my conscience, nagsasalita siya. And 2,000 years ago, a person named Jesus was being part of history. His biography was written by 4 different authors. This is actually more than a fairy tale story because it actually happened. Even atheist historians cannot deny the fact that Jesus existed. Honestly, as long as we are proud, we cannot know God. A proud man is always looking down on people. And as long as you are looking down on people, you cannot see something that is above you. Matthew 7, verse 13 to 14. Small is the gate, and narrow is the road that leads to eternal life. Sa totoo lang, our greatest hindrance in coming into God's presence is always pride. The gate may be small, and the road may be narrow, pero napakadaling pumunta sa presensya ng Panginoon. Ang kailangan mo lang gawin is surrender si pride and trust God alone. Pride will always make us big that we cannot fit to the gate. So big that we cannot walk in the road. Knowing God is never an intellectual issue. It's actually a pride issue. Again, knowing God is never an intellectual issue. We always say, my ways are higher than anyone, and it includes God. Foolish will always say, I don't need God. That is why there is no such thing as God. Hope you enjoy. Hope may natutunan kayo sa bagay na to, and I hope that God will be speaking to you if this is actually your personal question. And if meron kayong mga questions, feel free to ask us. My wife and I are actually praying for you, and at the same time, gonna be entertaining you pag chinat nyo kami. Hope you really enjoy. Subscribe and like, and see you next week again. Bye-bye, Ka-Redeemers. Thank you!